Hey.
Hello, we are live. Live. Mr. Pooh's back with us, sporting the shades. Jess is here with us again. No shades.
Yeah. I didn't go anywhere, I didn't.
No, stayed in. Stayed in. Crew and I took a little trip though. Went for a nice little walk. Took him out. He's exhausted now. He's been down all day after that.
What's up?
Hey, so what have you been working on?
Well, it's pretty much been all Earthbag work and videos. And like
Well, you didn't do any.
chores and stuff.
Today was just you've been working on tomorrow's video, right?
Yep.
Avendora, hello. Geeky Gardens, Charlie, Peter West, Charles Speakman. How's it going, everyone? I haven't been doing anything either.
You've been doing nothing.
Nope. Just taking it easy, taking it easy. I'm like, we couldn't do a course, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to not do anything and just pass out and lay down.
You weren't laying down. What were you doing?
Well, yeah,
Administrative things.
administrative duties.
You need a rest. You've been like this guy's been nonstop shoveling dirt for like a week. Like all day, every day.
I did a little bit of shoveling today too. You can't just stop shoveling cold turkey, otherwise you could throw something will go out of whack. You gotta keep a little bit of shoveling in the mix. I still did a little shoveling.
Hi from Brazil.
Hey!
Thanks for joining us. Sandy says getting chilly here. Had ice on my windshield this morning. You know, weather has been crazy.
You know, that's cold. We were at what, like 60 degrees, and
we were shivering like, this morning.
You were wrapped
60 degrees.
Head to toe in your kangaroo outfit. I have photographic evidence that I put on Instagram. Stepping back in time, Kentucky. Thank you very much. You are kicking it. Peter West asks, "How is the dog?" Crew's doing well.
Much better.
I think we got an update coming up in tomorrow's video, right?
Yeah.
Kind of detail that a little bit.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it's detailed, but yeah.
Well, no, not super detailed.
Don't give him a physical exam or anything.
Yeah. What? No physical exam?
But he definitely makes an appearance.
He makes an appearance. He's doing pretty well. Honestly, after the snake bite, I mean, he looked. There were points in that first day he looked pretty good, but within the third day, he completely shook that off.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we were scared that first
yeah.
day.
Oh, the first day, yeah. Like, even the second day, like the swelling just kind of was moving around and stuff like that, and we're like, "What's going on?" But the third day, amazing. Liz Carter, how's it going? Jose Perez, looks like you've been plucking your eyebrows. What? No.
Ooh, which one? What?
You. That's obviously got to be you.
You haven't been plucking your eyebrows?
If my eyebrows are... If something's happened to my eyebrows, it's just happened. It's just falling out or something. I don't pay any attention to them. They are weird, though, aren't they? No, it's just bald spots, I think.
Are you balding?
My eyebrows are balding.
I see Pharmacy Seeds Network is here.
What's up? Craig's in the house. Liz Carter says it's her birthday. Give her some good dog news.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep, we got good dog news.
3 Basket Living. I'll be right back. Farming Our Backyard. What's up? Tech Nerds TV. Badass Mommy. Hello from Texas. We are starting our Earthbag build next year.
Yay!
Yeah. I love to hear that. I love hearing people get back in. I gotta make sure not to like. I love hearing people build with Earth. That's great. Especially in these dry, humid areas.
Dry, humid.
Dry, hot, arid conditions. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just too much life of luxury over here. I had a break from all the shoveling, and then I don't know what's going on anymore. Sand Hollow Homestead says, wish we could get a tractor or something. That'd be nice. But I've honestly been kind of enjoying a lot of the physical exertion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it keeps me active. Sometimes, yeah, it can get a little tedious, but
well, as long as you don't push yourself too hard to where like you're injuring yourself or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the meaning of not pushing too hard. Teresa Smith, hello from Southeast Georgia.
30 says, hello from Smoky, Oregon. Yeah.
Yes.
Those fires are crazy.
Been following that along, people posting on that. It sounds absolutely crazy.
I think the entire western US is like on fire right now.
Yes.
And the skies are just smoky all over. You know, even here we're not like super close to any fires, but you know, it's been where like it's turning the sun and the moon red. It's kind of creepy and weird.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Very post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Building with Todd's in the house. Congratulations, Todd.
So it says leash hook. Yeah, we're still use his leash hook. Very cool.
Ah, yes. Oh, North Star Prepstetter. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for popping in, but yeah, we totally understand. Prayers for your brother. Pharmacy season. You guys have made massive progress. Yeah. So, where did we leave off on the last video? Course-wise, I keep forgetting.
Oh, maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah. Maybe 7 or 8. Well, we got a couple more courses done in this next video tomorrow, which is very exciting. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little later on, but very cool. Very excited about tomorrow's video.
Liz Carter, thank you.
Well, oh.
Next question: do you compost dog poop, or how do you dispose of it?
Very good question. We don't compost cruise waste. We just usually just let it lie. I have not heard anyone composting dog or cat poo. You might be able to compost dog poo. That might be a possibility, but I haven't heard anyone compost that and then use it for growing things. Maybe if you do that. Maybe you definitely keep that for like non-food purposes.
And take extra precautions. Make sure that's thoroughly composted. Like
now, cat poo might be a completely a whole nother thing, because I hear cat poo is even more dangerous above that.
Mm.
So I'd definitely maybe not do cat poo in the compost.
Yeah, we have enough land, and we kind of walk them
And
around. That
you
is,
know, Crew actually does not. We have 40 acres out here.
he doesn't like going
He doesn't
near
like it. It's
our
like
home.
not enough space. We have to get off of this 40 acres, go to someplace else. So he likes going on the roads and stuff like that. I don't know. He's crazy sometimes.
And we have dung beetles here, so they help.
They didn't really do too much this year.
There weren't as many, but they're
Yeah,
definitely
they
out
popped
here.
in, but not for very long.
No, they're around, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's just
Oh,
not
yeah.
swarming.
I mean, not like some years. I feel like the dung beetles really come out in the monsoons.
Yeah.
And we really didn't have too much of a
Yeah, it's
monsoon.
been very
So
dry.
everyone keeps asking like how much water did you get in the cistern and everything like that. And one, I don't really like looking in there. I haven't put it in a way where I can tell how much water we've got in the cistern. So I have to kind of open it up to look, and I really don't like doing that more often than I have to. But I don't think we have a ton of water in there because it's just been super dry, and not everything's fully set up. I gotta still doing that. All the fires are all the more reason for people to build with earth. You shouldn't lose your home. That's a really good point, and that is, exactly one of the reasons why we are building that way.
Mm-hmm.
Is because I feel in this area it is prone to having fires. There's a lot of dry grass in this area, and from experience, that stuff goes up quick and burns really fast.
Yes.
Like when you use the smoker for the bee, I mean we're using a ton of material, but when you start using the dried grass,
that buffalo grass stuff is it's a good kindling.
mm-hmm.
Crazy why? Thank you so much. That's so nice.
Oh wow! Thank you so much for that. That's incredibly generous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Junior P is rethinking his build.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I hope we haven't hurt. Hope we haven't hurt your build too much. Is that the bee? Is that the bro bee?
The bee's trying to get in.
So again, today I was shoveling and trying to fill in the trench, and I got attacked by the bro bee again. These bees do not like me hanging around. And it didn't sting me, but man, it just comes and just headbutts you until you leave. It's like, okay, I'm out of here.
And then it followed you back
to
the trailer, and then it came inside.
Charlie K asks, the stairs you are showing in the video permanent or just temporary? Permanent. They will be. Right now, it's super helpful as we're building, like just getting in and out. So like we don't have to mess with the ladder or anything, which is super nice. But they will be a permanent part of the root cellar. Yep, everyone's saying no to cat poo. Peter West, yes, absolutely. Drop us an email. Send us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to answer that for sure. Oh, Grace Andrews is here. Says tons of smoke from the fires in Northern California. Stay safe over there, Grace. Yeah, Pharmacist Carlton over there says insect populations are way down because of the drought. Yeah, mosquitoes. Like last year when we had a ton of rain, we had a ton of mosquitoes out this way, even though things would dry up pretty quick.
Yeah.
This year, I think I've seen a couple, but nothing, and I can't even prove it. I feel like there were mosquitoes around, a couple of them, but I don't have any dead bodies to prove it.
And I get seasonal allergies sometimes in the fall, and I haven't even had that this year.
Mm-hmm. 13 Moons Homestead, Lynette. Sorry you're late. Oh my goodness. I didn't even expect to see you here. It's crazy over there. Oh, I've been seeing your posts and it's terrible with all the fires and everything like that.
So scary.
Yeah. Nomadic 13 says they got a kick out of some of the videos with the people we visited. Yeah, we're not too far from a lot of other uh, homesteaders out here. There's a lot of people moving to Cochise County, a lot of people looking to settle down here. I mean, that opt out is such an amazing benefit, and hopefully it sticks around for a little bit longer, but you never know. It's just talking about getting rid of it. So far, no plans have been set in place, but I'm super far behind. Where are you at? Oh, you're right there. Airline Permaculture, what's up?
Yeah, fire breaks are super important.
Yes. Something we're looking at designing into our own plans.
Yeah, I actually want to look into a little more what David Holmgren did for his property, because he put in a plan for, fire, which obviously that was a huge thing in Australia this past year, and that might have saved his property. So, there's things that you can do to minimize that risk.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a potential, it's definitely something you want to look into.
Mm-hmm.
Airline Permaculture says they're even seeing the smoke in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Have you tried catching water from the air with high absorption fabric? Not something we've tried doing yet, but maybe something that might do in the future. Excuse me. Always when I on the lives, right?
Yeah, what's going
on? I'm nervous, so
Oh,
I try.
Ew.
I start getting choked up. Where were we? Oh man, that's bad. High absorption fabric. Maybe something we'll do in the future. I feel like we get a lot of atmospheric moisture. I feel like we get a lot of atmospheric moisture, especially in certain times of the year, especially in like winter and stuff like that. I think we could definitely get some extra moisture that way. Sometimes even in the winter, we'll get a lot of frost. It won't even snow or anything like that, but we'll get frost on top of this roof. And then when it melts, we collected a decent amount of water from that way, didn't we?
Yeah.
You hear trickling and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think you have to get creative with the water collection sometimes in dry areas.
Have you seen Craig Stern's question here?
Setting it back. Yeah, seen that like with underground greenhouses where it's kind of stepped back. So yeah, we're not doing that with our below ground ones. It's pretty much straight up. But well, we're thinking building it round adds a lot of strength to the walls. I mean, I think definitely if you're doing something, square or rectangular,
maybe step it out a little bit, eh?
Yeah, you need to do something like that.
Yeah, definitely for the support. But with the round, building with earth bags, round is sound. You'll get a much stronger build by building cylinders or even domes. Have you thought about doing a bagged earth wall for a fire break? I have not. I haven't. What do you think about that? I'll probably have walls. I don't know if we'll be having fire walls for fire breaks. We're thinking about maybe doing more plantings for that, right?
I do like a combination.
But we'll have several walls out here.
Because we're gonna have like multiple garden areas that might be walled off, so that like each of those, and those will probably be either stone or earth walls, and I would think that would provide some kind of fire break.
I think I'm gonna have to stay up at the front. I keep touching the screen, but it keeps making it blurry.
Because like here, there's not a lot of trees. Uh-oh, bye poo, the poo.
Oh, he's gone. That was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
I'm too. Okay.
What was I saying? There's not a lot of trees
No.
to catch on fire. It's mostly the grass, but I suppose there could still be like embers flying and things like that. But I think, you know, avoiding certain trees that have high resin content and
Mom's in the house. Hey, Mom. Uh-oh, the other mom is here. Hi, other mom. Uh-oh. Aw, so supportive.
moms.
We're gonna have a visit soon by your mom, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah, next week.
very exciting. When are you going to build your Earthbag house? Very good question, Thomas. We've already started. We've been calling our videos like Earthbag root cellar build, and it is a root cellar build, but it's part of the house. And we'll be building part of our house right on top of the root cellar. We'll kind of talk a little bit about that in tomorrow's video, actually. Because there seems to be a little bit of confusion on that, so we're kind of hoping to straighten that out. A lot of people have been asking, like, oh, what's going on with the house? Why are you doing this instead of the house? But it's actually a whole part of the whole thing. So, or is it an underground bunker?
I think root cellars are sometimes like not attached to houses. So
Yeah. I think, yeah, technically, I think sometimes they are not. They're like a separate thing, but this will be part of it. Kermit the Frog. Did you guys get a cold front too? Kind of. But our cold front just made things beautiful.
yeah,
uh,
tolerable.
yeah, it's just like we've been getting
Oh,
near 100-degree temperatures.
It's been like probably record heat,
Yeah,
like this summer for us, and so yeah, it's been like over 100, and it really brought it down to
hot, dry, crazy. So with these, it's been like mid to high 80s, and it has been absolutely amazing. Except for this morning, you were cold. It was chilly, but it was like 60 some degrees, which is probably summer for in a lot of places. Like, oh man, it's amazing. But you put on your kangaroo outfit, and it was chilly. Like we're not used to that. I was telling her this morning that what are we gonna do in the winter time if this is like cold?
Tell us a little about any common poisonous plants.
Oh, almost Homestead leaving. Bye, Jay. Almost Homestead. Thanks for stopping in. What's that?
common poisonous plants. So, like around here, there's a surprising amount of edible plants in the Sonoran Desert, actually, like a lot of the cacti. Some of the ones here, there's one that we get a lot of. It's really beautiful. It's called ragged nettle spurge, and it's has these pink flowers and leaves, almost look like maple leaf like shape. It's really pretty, but it's very poisonous. I think it's related to the castor bean.
Yeah.
So it actually makes these little beans, these cool looking beans, but don't want to eat it.
Don't eat it. Yeah, we learned that not too long after we came out here, right? Bandana Grandma, hello, welcome. Glad you could join our live stream. Resplendent Seed says, how is the post office in Elfrida? I've never actually been in that post office. You haven't been in there, have you?
Elfrida, no.
No. We go to there's a post office a little closer to where we live. And that's kind of the one where we go to, which is nice. What I like about, and it could be the same as the Elfrida one, but this one by us, they know us.
Yeah,
small kind of post office. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, we got a package here for you." And oh, thanks. So, very nice. They know you. They great service. Very nice people. Are you putting a floor over the root cellar, and you're putting your house over that? Yes, to both of those. Homestead Witchery, hello. Glad you could make it.
Carlton said we had 3 in the old family farmhouse in the Catskills. 3 root cellars. That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to have that food storage.
Building with Todd asked, does FedEx and UPS deliver packages to your property? Yes. Both FedEx and UPS will deliver as long as you have an address. To most places, I think. So that's cool. And you know what's weird about the post office is like they're like right down the street and they will not bring mail here. I think they'll go like to the paved areas, but I don't know if they'll go past the paved area. But on the bright side, we get a free P.O. box, so I'll take it. And that's not too bad. Like if we go anywhere, it's almost like right on the way, so.
Oh, what will be your final finish on your Earthbag walls? Can we talk about that?
Sure, why not?
We were talking about that the other day because something I have been thinking about, especially the exterior finish. Like, how do you make that weatherproof? Something we were talking about after kind of what's happening?
I gotta stop touching the screen.
After learning more about like cob and some of the traditional cob buildings, and they have thatched roofs. So we were talking about possibly putting straw bales outside the Earthbag walls to cover the bags, and maybe doing like a cob finish over that. And that might just be a temporary thing. It could last quite a while in this climate, but we can, if it starts breaking down, we can use the straw bales and
just pull it out, replace it,
finish it.
Done.
But thatch roofs they're kind of interesting. Like you'd think straw might not make a good roofing material, but like the long straw can last, what was it? I said up to 15 or more years.
Yeah, from what I read, Well, depending on, yeah, I think it's straw. I think it could, like, what I read is like could be 30 years.
But I mean, of course, it has to be placed in a certain way, and
Right.
so that
It's got to
sheds
shed the
water
water off
properly.
quickly. But thatched roofs, definitely check that out. Look that up. If I was just amazed. We were looking that up, reading about that.
And good
Incredible.
insulation.
Yeah, that's another good point. Great insulation, lasts a long time. Simple to kind of put up, but probably longer lasting and more durable than some of your the roofing materials you see used nowadays. It's crazy. Did you? There was a question. Homestead witchery. Is that too far down?
What was that?
She says, looked like there was another building near the hole near the root cellar in one of the drone shots. Am I seeing things, or is that the another base for an additional structure that would be part of your house? Yes,
Mm.
yes. There is another hole next to the root cellar. Very observant. That other hole will be part of the house. So there'll be two underground portions built like cylinders. Oops. Then we'll build domes on top of that, and they'll be interconnected. So they'll kind of be like two portions of the house, but they'll be connected toward the middle.
Oh. So Paul says you need to consider a lift for Earth as you build up above the surface. Do you understand that? Like,
Yeah.
you mean like getting up to that, or?
Yeah, I think like getting the material up there. That's what I think, right? I'll just gonna throw cans of dirt at her.
Well, that's what some people do.
Yeah, that's what some people do.
Actually, one of the books that we have, that's what they recommend. And that's one reason why they recommend using these coffee cans, because they're easy to hold. They're not too heavy, but they hold like about a shovel full of dirt, and then they toss it up. I don't know if that's what we're going to do or not. It sounds a little scary to me.
Bubba Redneck says, on the stairs, are they freestanding or will you brace the inside? They are braced on the inside. Each stair has like a post on the outside. And we'll probably end up putting in some type of railing too, because just in case, got a little extra precaution, don't want anyone slipping off the edge or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Renee said, I wish I could build something like your build, but our water table is way too high. We hit groundwater at less than 3 feet down.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That would be tough. Yeah, groundwater is definitely something you have to consider. I think there was another couple that built a root cellar, and their water table was so high. Plus, they have a lot more rain, and I think it just ruined the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to take into consideration where you're building. Location.
Pelton says a friend in Holland has a thatched roof. 30 years, he says, in his climate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very cool stuff. So let's talk about tomorrow's video. Courses 9 and 10 on there.
Yes.
Pretty wild. What else? What else can they expect?
So we talk a little about, I guess, the purpose of what we're building.
We're talking a little bit about like trying to answer the big question, like what exactly are we doing out here? What are we building exactly? There seems to be a little confusion on that. We bring up about the fact we bring up bunkers because actually the history of the material actually comes from like military bunkers. So we go a little bit into that. Got some crew footage. Gonna update people on crew. Can give a little crew update right now. He is still exhausted from the walk that we took many hours ago.
Such an old man dog. How deep does one have to drill down to find a stable fresh water source in Cochise County in general? That's a difficult thing to answer.
Yeah.
Because the topography is so different in different parts of the county.
Yeah, it really depends where in Cochise you're at. Cochise is huge.
Yeah. So here, what would you say, like where we live?
Here,
At least 300 feet.
At least 300 to 400. But when we did talk to a well person, they like budget for like 600 because people might have wells at 300 to 400 feet, but maybe the water table is going down and they're not getting the water that they used to get, so they might have to be going down deeper. I don't know if people are having like their wells redrilled or anything like that, but it sounds like they're telling people to go pretty deep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could talk to some well drillers that work in the county. They would definitely know.
Yeah, and there are maps that tell you like you can check well depths.
Well depths, like actual well depths in the county.
So yeah, I would check that. I would check that. Talk to a well driller that has worked in the area. Talk to some neighbors.
Will you be selling the trailer when you finish the house?
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think we are of the mind that we'll probably keep both the trailer and the motorhome in place. And utilize, like, could be a place for guests to stay possibly down the road. Maybe if we have workers or something like that out here, or like people that want to learn some things, maybe like a little place for them to stay. But it might have some use, and we'll probably end up keeping it.
How many courses left before you start the dome part?
Oh, quite a bit, because I think we're going to finish the root cellar, then hop over to the other one, do that underground portion, then go to starting the dome.
But for finishing off the part that we're on currently is
maybe about six more courses. It'll give or take one or two once we get to the top, and we'll see where things are kind of at. But we're probably going to go slightly above ground. I think if we have that actually slightly higher than ground level, it might help in case, just like averting any water. Like if we were to get heavy rains or something like that, we're gonna have the ground level just like a little bit higher. That way, water can't enter the domicile. But it should be pretty difficult anyway with the design.
Todd asks, do you have a recommendation for battery storage, solid state versus liquid?
Absolutely not. uh, Battery storage. Talking about solar, Todd?
Thanks for joining us, Nomadic 13.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.
Oh. Okay, so you are. Yes, have a good night. Solar. Well, I'll be honest with you. Just from. I don't have too much experience with different battery types. Uh, for me, going with the lithium ion was the way to go because it's just kind of set it and forget it. You don't need to do any kind of maintenance on it or anything like that. But it can be kind of pricey.
Mm.
So kind of give or take. Well, thanks, Carlton, for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a good night. But oh, you got something?
Peter West says, did you need to get your building plans approved by the county?
Very good question. No.
Not the house plans, but what they do need to see is a site plan. So they need to see where your buildings are on the property in relation to any setbacks, easements, and
Where where well locations are,
Yeah.
septic locations, and they gotta check all that, make sure you're away from the fences and stuff like that. Any washes.
yeah, but they don't, have to approve any building
For
plans,
first
architecture.
time builder owner opt out.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Right.
Otherwise, yeah, you got to go through the whole rigmarole if you don't choose that.
You thought of using wind power? We've thought about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm not super crazy about.
Well, right now for us it doesn't make sense. I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that
Down the road.
Yeah. But I think the cost might be comparable for the two. It's just that we get more sun, more reliable sun.
Yeah,
I would say than
don't get me
wind.
wrong. We get a lot of wind here. It's just you can't necessarily count on it.
Yeah, but we get enough sun,
We get
almost every day. That
we get plenty of sun. Yeah, wind's a little bit more, tricky, but the sun rises every day usually. Well, it rises every day, but the clouds, you get those cloudy days. But here, it's not. Doesn't happen too often.
Every time you lean forward to read, the camera refocuses.
That's
the problem.
I know.
Like,
I gotta stop, but
well, you gotta read the comments. Is the
yeah.
thing you're trying to.
I gotta keep hands off.
I don't know if there's any way to change that, like auto-focusing thing on
Yeah.
there.
I'll have to put that all on you.
Me?
Yep. And the thing is about the phone, like the comments will pop up and then they'll look like gone in a second, so I don't really have time to like read.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Enjoy the read.
Junior P says, I've learned a lot about solar from DIY solar power with Will Prowse. That's I think that's the channel I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of good information on there. Seems like there's more info out there on DIY solar than there is wind power. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So what's up next? What are our plans coming up?
I don't know. More building?
Yeah. So working on a video right now that's coming out tomorrow. Don't forget to check that out. But then we keep on with the build, which is course number.
Huh?
Which is, what course are we starting? Which course are we working on?
11.
You've been kind of having a tough time lately, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Like sleep wise. I feel like you've been like really tired lately.
Yeah, well, like it was really hot at night and it's hard to sleep when it's hot. And then Crew's been
He's been really
weird.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Like getting restless at night. I don't know if it's because he sleeps so much during the day, but whenever he does anything in the trailer, we know about it. We know if he's breathing.
This thing shakes a lot, especially by the bed because it's on that kind of overhang on the, fifth wheels have that overhang section and it shakes a lot.
So
And this guy's so big and he just plops down and it shakes everything. So
yeah, and then even if he's not moving, if he's just breathing, you can feel that because he just breathes so heavy.
Like right now.
But yeah, Crew don't care. Like get up, run around in a circle for a little bit, and then just like collapse. Like, oh. And then yeah, like if he sees animals, like this morning he was like around 4:30 in the morning, he starts crying, starts whimpering. And we know when we hear that
sound.
There's animals outside.
Yeah, there were javelinas.
And he cries because he wants to get out there so bad. He's like, I need to get out there. I need to mess up some animals. So he's like, he wants to get our attention because he wants to get out there. But
they ate our wild gourds.
They ate the gourds.
Gourds.
Javelinas. So yeah, people have been asking about javelinas. Have you seen javelinas and everything like that? I think javelinas have been coming around
recently.
Just recently, and like a couple nights, like one like last night, and like a little while before. But you haven't seen them attacking any of the fenced areas you have, right? So they'll still come around. I don't think they've messed with the hose in that area either. I think the gray water hose, that's still in place. But they will, but they still haven't come around and they eat the gourds. But they can eat the gourds because those gourds are stinky.
Yeah. They can have them?
They can have them.
Okay.
We had visitors not too long ago and they ended up running over one of the gourd patches. And you could smell the gourds. I was like, oh. What do they call it? Coyote melon or sometimes stink melon.
Yeah.
50 chickens in a hen house. How's it going? Welcome. glad you could make the live stream.
Do you have winter plans that differ from what you do in the summer? I'd say definitely it changes like when we're working outside.
Yes, that was like the relationship to the sun completely changes from summer to winter. In the summer, you're trying to get out of the afternoon heat, and you work more in the morning and the evening. In the wintertime, you know why you don't want to be out there in the morning or evening because it gets cold, and you're basking in the sun trying to thaw out. So yeah, it'll definitely change how the work goes. What time do you think you're going to be ready in the morning when it comes in the wintertime?
I don't know. Sometimes
What time are you gonna be able to get out
of
there?
bed because I just want to be under the covers. Gotta force myself up.
Just gonna have to unwrap the burrito. She's gonna be wrapped up like a burrito.
I'll just wear my kangaroo suit to bed.
It gets cold.
Are you gonna incorporate any rammed earth projects in the house?
In the house.
I've not really thought about that. Don't have any plans.
We don't have any plans.
Yeah. In the house.
We would like to see a rammed earth project out here. And if we do, we'll probably contact our friend Ray Clamens about it, because I don't think I'd want to make the investment in the materials for it, because I don't know how much rammed earth that we'll be doing. I think sometimes with rammed earth, if you got someone that does it, might be good to give them a call, use some of those tools, because it could be a monetary investment if you're not going to keep building that way.
Well, we're kind of doing rammed earth. I've heard Earthbags
It's
being
the cousin.
called
It's the cousin of rammed earth.
Flexible form rammed earth.
Ooh, I like that.
Because you're basically, it's the same thing, except there's no forms that you remove. It's just in the bags and you tamp it down.
Homestead Witchery says, I'm looking forward to needing a sweatshirt in the morning. But that's it. No other cold weather stuff. I know, right? Like this weather that we've been getting is just about perfect for me. What is the opt-out term or code? I'm asking for I see they put the county website up. Yeah, just pretty easy to fill out and stuff like that. I'd definitely get that going ASAP. Crew cam?
Sure.
What did you?
I'm just
focus.
Sorry.
All of a sudden, she's like, "I'm done with this live. I'm checking out what Crew's over here."
He's looking out the door. He looks sleepy. He's looking. Oh, there he is.
Crew. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes it's easy to get distracted out here. So with the build, starting on course 11, man, about 6 more to go, eh? Possibly. And then we need to put a roof over that. Kind of like a roof floor. But very exciting. How you feeling about that?
Good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you've been getting, you feel like you've been caught up on the sleep? You feel pretty good. You look pretty good today. Like,
I feel pretty good today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Past couple of days though, like I think communication's been rough. Like we were gonna actually do course 11. So we're gonna get to that, and she's like, "Are we gonna get to the next course?" And she's like, "Wait, what? I thought we were doing that later." I'm like, "Oh, we could do it now." And then she's like, "Oh, I totally didn't know that's what the plan was."
Ooh, interesting. Chris says, I've been looking into flywheel energy storage systems. Have you found anything in it? Do you know anything about that?
No, it doesn't sound familiar. I don't. No, it doesn't sound familiar. Should check into that.
Yeah. Mm. Hey.
What? What was that?
It's Pac-Man.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever get your AC unit on the top of your trailer fixed?
No, we ended up just going with this thing right back here.
Yeah, it's just a small, like, portable thing. Which worked okay.
Yeah, you weren't super crazy about it. Didn't like get things cold in here, but it was like during the hottest months, it was okay. Made it tolerable.
Yeah. And then we just, like, put a floor fan in front of it so that it blew a little more. And that was fine.
That was fine.
Are you taking advantage of the medicinal plants in your area for your healthcare needs?
Not yet. Well, no.
I'd say the only thing that I have used is prickly pear. I mean, it has multiple health benefits and it's edible, but as far as medicinal use, you can use it as a poultice. It has that, it's kind of gooey. The pads are gooey and has that mucilage, so that's useful for wounds and things, and I've used that before, but not too much with other things yet.
It'd be nice to grow some more native plants on the land. We actually don't have a ton of it. We'd probably have to go elsewhere to forage some more stuff.
Ron says finally get to work day shifts during next week. Oh yeah, swing shift. That sounds rough.
Yeah. That does not sound. That's rough.
And you spent years working third shift, and I think that really messed you up.
It messed me up in more ways than one. That might be a good explanation for the way I am.
Yeah, yeah, we have used comfrey, which we grow in our garden, and that's been really good for like bruises.
I definitely recommend growing some comfrey, a permaculture staple. See, Kay Rogers asked, does comfrey grow wild where you are?
Nope.
No. Now you wouldn't find that wild around here, but it's definitely we're something we're gonna try and propagate and keep growing and try and get a lot more going.
Yeah. Paul says, I thought the problem with the swamp cooler is it uses too much water, and that's one thing you don't have. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So yeah, we were using a swamp cooler for a while, and yeah, we exchanged it for the AC unit, and this actually produces a little bit of water instead of sucking it all up.
Yeah, so we tried it, and it worked. It did okay, cooling
Yeah.
things, but is sucked up a lot of water. Exactly, which we don't have. We're on a limited water budget, and like you couldn't close the door and the windows.
Yeah,
because
it makes everything humid. So yeah, and the hermit said swamp coolers don't work during humid monsoon season. Yeah.
As soon as that humidity drops up, then it's
luckily like things tend to cool down when we get more humidity and rain because it's more cloudy, so we didn't need it as much. But yeah, I didn't care for that.
Mac, how's it going? Just been sitting here listening. Congratulations on the 6-digit views on your intro to Perm vlog. Thank you very much. That was a huge one. Not too long ago, I've been kind of watching that for a while, and then one of our videos actually broke the 6 digits, over 100,000 views. That was incredible. Definitely our highest viewed video to date. It was a huge milestone, I think. I think one of the best videos we've ever done. That was all you. Concept completion.
I don't know about that.
It is.
It was unexpected.
Go check it out. Conrad Homestead, how's it going? Much love from Kentucky. Pac-Man says I'm a Chicago native who is actually already in the process pretty much of doing the exact same thing.
Wow.
Just picked up a parcel in Penal County at the beginning of this year. Congratulations.
Oh, that's where we used to live.
13 Moons, thank you very much. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Our time is up. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Back in the swing of lives. I know we missed last week, but we're happy to be back. Doing it again this week. So exciting. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks to our moderators, always do an amazing job. I think we'll have a video out tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe, 13 Moons. Stay safe. Praying for you guys over there. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Night.